This one is from Mrs. Montagna's class.
What do you think the teachers do after school? We think the teachers go sledding, go ice skating, go dancing, go to the beach, play checkers, have a party, watch movies, grade papers, go to school, and make phone calls.
Okay, well, I can definitely tell you, boys and girls, after this winter, I don't want to go sledding anymore. All right, let's head over and see who else has a great idea about tonight. I don't know, this duck looks pretty interesting. Oh, it's a scooters from Mrs. McHugh's class. Haley wants to know if we're riding scooters. I'm not going to tell you, Haley. You're just going to have to watch and find out. What else is up here, Mrs. Hadley?
Well, a lot of the kids want to know if we're eating cotton candy. I do see a popcorn machine. I'm a little disappointed because I love cotton candy.
Let's keep going. Oh my goodness. Wait, I think this is an animal of some sort. This is from Ethan Hawk. He wants to know if we're going to have a dance party. I think that's just because Ethan likes to dance. Let's see, Mrs. Hadley, what else?
Will we play basketball? There's some hoops down. That might happen.
Could possibly.
Will we throw pies at each other? No.
No. Oh, wait a minute. I think we've got it. Here, Gianna from Mrs. Grome's class, I think you're going to have a hula hoop contest. Maybe. Well, we're over here. I see a lot of teachers and staff at the centers. Let's go check it out.
I'm following you.
All right, Mrs. Hadley. Officer Soto, come on and check out these centers. Our first one looks like Legos. I wonder what they're building. Wow. I'm so interested in what's happening over here. Hi, Mrs. Nally. Oh, look, Mrs. Bove. Mrs. Bove is making letters. Hold on, wait a minute. I think I see a couple of names. Mrs. Bove, what did you make?
Well, I'm working on the word Lacey. We have Mr. Carter going on over here.
Mr. Carter.
Here he is. And
That
of
is
course,
Mr. Carter.
CCS.
Yay! That's great. All right, this is very interesting over here. I see Mrs. Deichler. She loves to play games. Let's make sure she's not cheating. I see Mrs. Deichler. Mrs. Deichler. What are you playing?
Trouble.
And is that one of your favorite games?
Yes, it is. I like trouble.
Do you?
Yes, I do. I like trouble.
Oh,
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
and
Mrs. Deichler, she's losing actually.
uh-oh. And is it okay? Do you feel okay even though you're not winning?
I'm fine.
Are you having fun?
I am having fun.
Boys and girls, it's all about having fun.
She's a team player.
Oh, that's so nice. I love how you're talking to each other. That's awesome. Aw, let's go check out the other games. Okay, we have Twister, but I see no one has chosen to be on that mat. That would be Mrs. Mealheim. That's our signal that we have to change our centers. So everyone is going to move. Officer Soto, you might want to make sure that everybody is moving safely to their next center. Okay, it looks like everyone is where they're supposed to be. That was a really smooth transition. I'm still interested in these games. Let's go check them out. Look it's Mrs. Bentley has joined. Hi, Mrs. Bentley. How are you? I think they're playing perfection. Oh my gosh, do you see the race going on here? Let's see who wins. Oh my goodness. Are you nervous?
We are teaming it here because
Oh, go, Mrs. Grome. Go, Mrs. Nally. You can do it. Oh my gosh. They've got 40 seconds to go. Will they beat the timer?
25.
Go, you could do it. You could do it. Oh, almost. Less than 30 seconds. Yay! Congratulations to a great team of teachers. I don't know, but I started to feel the pressure. Okay, let's move over. Now, this group seems to be a little quieter than the last group. It looks like they're all drawing, very comfy. This is Mrs. Heck, and I think she's drawing eyeballs. An owl. Did you know, boys and girls, Mrs. Heck likes owls?
I am a big fan of owls.
Did you get that? That was a little funny. Nice job, Mrs. Heck. Wow, Mrs. Applegate, look at your owl. That looks wonderful.
Hi, Mrs. Donahue. I always think that I'm not a good artist, but this is a lot of fun.
I think that looks great. Everybody can be an artist. Now, I want to introduce someone very special. I talked about her a little bit before we came in. We have a visitor from Ocean Gate Elementary School. And I want you to meet Mrs. Murphy. Mrs. Murphy loved our blood drive idea. So she asked if she could be a part of our blood drive and have her children also try to get donors to come to our school. So she felt, I'd love to be a part of the event. She came to hang with us this evening, boys and girls. Hi, Mrs. Murphy, how are you?
Great. I'm so excited to be here.
That's fantastic. Are you enjoying the center so far?
This is great. We just were at the Origami Center, and we made cootie catchers.
Wow, look at that. That's so cool. Oh, very nice. I think I'm going to have to make one of those. Now, boys and girls, are you allowed to throw planes in school? I think we'll let Mrs. Applegate slide on that one. Oh my goodness, we have Mrs. Doffinger and we have Mrs. Rigona here. And what are you guys doing? Are you also drawing an owl?
We're trying to draw owls also, yes.
Trying our best.
Well, they look wonderful. You're doing a great job. Okay, here we go. I think I just got hit by a plane. I'm not sure. Maybe it wasn't intentional. We'll have to ask and find out. I'll investigate, boys and girls. Okay, here we go. Look at the origami. Oh, Officer Soto's even gotten involved. Mrs. Mielheim, what are you making?
I was working on an inflatable cube, but it's a little difficult. Having a hard time with it.
You are? You're having a hard time? Do we have somebody maybe that knows how to make it and can help you?
Expert. I don't know.
Oh, I wonder.
We are more into paper airplanes.
Yes, I know. I think I got hit with one. Oh, wait, Mrs. Swenson is throwing airplanes as well.
All right, well, this is Officer Soto, who is a friend to us too, and this is mine.
Okay, you gonna throw it? Okay, boys and girls, here we go. Whoa!
Beat me, hands down.
Officer Soto won. Way to go, Officer Soto. Let's move over here. Oh, look who it is. It's Mrs. Bodenheimer. It's Mrs. Mantagna, and it's Mrs. Knoller.
I'm teaching Mrs. Knoller how to make a drinking cup.
You are? Oh, that's cool. Can I watch?
Sure.
Yes. She's teaching me in case we ever get stuck in the wilds without a cup.
That's so nice. Okay, so here we go, boys and girls.
Fold it up and press it down. I'm going to take this corner.
Uh-oh. Once again, boys and girls, we're going to move centers.
this nice and orderly, folks.
I don't know, Officer Soto. The wires are tripping me up. Ooh, I see our next center. All right. I spy Mrs. Renuska. We need to go check out what she's making. Okay, Mrs. Renuska. I think all of our kids want to know what you're up to tonight.
Hi, Mrs. Donahue. Hi, everybody. I'm going to make a paper airplane because I don't get to do that during the day. I'm way too busy. But I want to make a paper airplane. And then I'm going to try to make a cube like you make in math class. I'm going to make a cube next. So I'm doing origami.
Well, I'm just going to tell you that Officer Soto
Yes.
had a plane making competition with Mrs. Swenson.
And?
Officer Soto, he beat her, but she took it very well.
Okay. I'm glad because
Yes.
we should be nice anytime that we lose a competition.
Absolutely.
We have to learn to share.
And you do a nice job of that.
Thank you.
I think I'm going to go over and check out what these people over here are doing.
What are they doing?
I
I'll go
don't
there
know.
next and it looks like fun.
Oh, I bet it is. I'm going to check it out. Okay, boys and girls. I see some rubber bands. Now, we all know that we have to be safe with the rubber bands because somebody can get hurt. What do you think they're making with rubber bands? Let's look. Oh, I see some looms. And I see some beautiful bracelets. Oh. Oh, Mrs. Mielheim is asking for Megan. She's my daughter.
I've never made a
She's
rainbow
quite the
bracelet
loomer.
before.
Between Mrs. Boatingheimer and I, we're trying to figure out these directions. We'll get there.
Well, you know,
Maybe not
We're
in
gonna look
5
up a
minutes.
YouTube video.
there are some really great tutorials on YouTube. You can just Google it, and it shows you little videos, and that's how I learned how to do it with Megan.
What's the name of this one? We'll look it up. Thanks.
This is called a single bracelet.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Mrs. Knoller's right on it. She has the videos going and everything.
All of our students make and wear these, but this is a first for us. Here we go.
Okay, there you go. We're going to keep going. Oh, we've got more going on here. Now, what kind of bracelets are you guys making over here?
I am making a zigzag bracelet.
Oh, a zigzag.
See my pattern?
I do
This is
see
my
the pattern. You've got some blues and purple in there.
So this is my zigzag.
That's really cool. Nice. They're looking really good for first timers at these bracelets over here. Let's keep moving.
This is harder than I thought.
It
actually.
is?
Well, I'm a visual learner, so I'm kind of observing everybody because that helps me to learn. So I am watching it and I'm kind of confused, but everyone's doing a great job, and I'll pick up on it eventually.
I bet you will.
I
You're
will.
a fast learner.
I never give up.
I think that Mrs. Renuska tried to hit me with an airplane.
She did. Well, where'd it go?
Where did it go? I might just have to
You want to give it
fire
back to
one
her?
off.
Go ahead.
All right, boys and girls. Here we go. I'm going to shoot one right at Mrs. Renuska.
Oh man, she's on.
Oh, she's good. Ready?
I got Sherry.
I think I got her.
Oh, Mrs. Heck is not happy.
Do you see all of those airplanes? They are fresh. Okay, I want to go back over to those Legos because I'm very, very excited about the building that's happening over there. some intense origami going on over there. Oh, finally, someone's at the checkers. Look, it's Mrs. Larson. Mrs. Larson, how's it going over here?
Well, it's a pretty intense game. Mrs. Sorayo's pretty good at checkers, so.
But is she being fair?
She really is. She's a great sport, and she's helping me, actually.
Oh, see? That's great. Oh, there we go again. Look at that. And they're shaking. Everybody's moving. Officer Soto has it very organized. No one's bumping into each other. That was very good trumpet playing by Mrs. Mielheim, by the way. Oh my goodness, boys and girls, look, it's Cubby! Cubby, we're so excited to have you here tonight. Oh, that's so nice. Are you going to try to get involved in some of the centers? All right. Well, I just have to tell you that the origami looks rather hard. However, everyone is having great success with the airplanes. Watch out for Mrs. Reneska because she's been throwing them at everyone. All right. Cubby, have fun. Oh, Cubby looks like Cubby's going over to do some owl drawing. Okay. Let's see. I'm still interested in what's... Nobody's on the twister. Look, boys and girls, it's Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter, Mrs. McHugh, what are you playing?
Well, we can't figure this out.
You can't figure that out.
But we're trying.
You're trying.
We don't know if it shocks us or I don't know. Maybe it's his hat.
Boys and girls, does that look like it fits on Mr. Carter's head? Mr. Carter.
Yes.
What are you trying to play?
Bop it. Bop it.
Do you know what that is?
You bop it.
You bop it?
Yes.
I think you have to follow the directions.
Yes, you do. Twist it, pull it, bop it.
Oh, got you. So you have to be a really good listener.
Yes, you do.
Okay, very nice. Look at Mrs. McHugh. She's really sticking to it. She wants to figure that game out. Okay, we've got more trouble players over here. We have Mrs. Watson and we have Mrs. Mielheim. Wow. Are you all into trouble or are you going to do perfection?
We just did perfection with teamwork.
Oh, teamwork.
Teamwork. We got them all in before the timer popped, and then it messed them up.
Oh,
but we did it.
But you did it?
Puzzle. Yeah.
Congratulations.
But it was
Nice
only
job.
because we worked together. Yep.
Oh, that's great. So now are you moving on to trouble?
Yeah, we were just figuring out the rules for trouble.
You know what? That's a game that I used to play as a kid too. And I think that what you have to do is you have to pop this, it moves the die, and then whatever color you're going to move over, but you have to, I think, get into all the way around the board and back into your color line.
Yeah, and I think Mrs. Watson said you have to roll a 6 to get out. So we were just...
More rules, boys and girls. More rules. All right. Here we go. We're going to check out the Legos again. Mrs. Deichler's really concentrating on hers. Mrs. Deichler, what are you making?
I'm making a house.
Does it look like your house?
No.
Oh, she's making a make-believe house. Here we go. Let's go see what the other Mrs. Mielheim is making.
Hi.
What are you making, Mrs. Mielheim?
Well, Mrs. Swenson and I are making our name. We
You
both
are.
have the same name, so we're kind of doing it together.
Oh, that's so nice. You know, I see a theme going on. There's a lot of partner working today. We're working together, teamwork.
Collaborative working.
Oh, isn't that nice? Absolutely. All right. Oh, look, I think Cubby's playing a game. Maybe we can go over and see what kind of game she's doing. I think it's checkers. Let's go check it out. Oh, it's Mrs. McHugh and Cubby, and they are playing checkers. Cubby, are you having fun? Yes. All right. Cubby is red. Mrs. McHugh is the black checkers. Very nice. Cubby, be careful because you don't want to get jumped. Oh, it's all right, Cubby. It's okay. Don't cry. It's okay. You're doing a great job, Cubby. Oh, look, she gave it back. That was so nice of Mrs. McHugh. We have a whole new group of drawers, artists over here. Oh, Mrs. Papa. Mrs. Papa, can I see your drawing? How nice. Is this your first time drawing an owl?
Yes, it is, and it was very easy following the directions. It was very relaxing.
Very nice. I got stuck on Mrs. Papa's foot. Oh, look, I see some other very nice owls. Mrs. Castelletto, can I see your owl? Isn't that fantastic? Lovely. Oh, and I see Mrs. Sorrell. No, and you know what? Mrs. Larson has chosen to read a book. I'm not going to disturb her because she's reading, and we do like that around here. Oh, I see Mrs. Ewart. She's really going to town on her owl. Mrs. Ewart, can I see your owl?
Sure, I'm just adding some last-minute details to my...
Very nice. Yeah. Look at that, boys and girls. She's got some big eyes on those owls. All right, here we go. We're working hard. Here's that origami. But now that I look at the time, it is 6:30. That was some major fun at all of our centers tonight. Now, don't forget, tune in because we're going to be back at 7 p.m. We'll see you there. Bye, boys and girls.